Welcome to our channel IraqNOW, where we try our best to cover all the various topics about Iraq. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below to help us provide better content in the future. So here are 10 interesting facts about Iraq that you probably didn't know. Fact number 1. Origins of the name Iraq. The word Iraq means deeply rooted and well-watered and fertile. Iraq was not always named Iraq. Historically, Iraq used to be called Mesopotamia, which means between the rivers in Greek, referring to the two main rivers in Iraq. The transition from Mesopotamia to Iraq can be attributed to the country's pursuit of independence and the desire to establish a distinct national identity. After World War I, the League of Nations granted the British a mandate to govern the region known as Mesopotamia. On October 3, 1932, Iraq gained full independence from British rule and became a sovereign state, officially adopting the name Kingdom of Iraq. This change of name represented a break from the colonial past and symbolized the nation's new chapter as an independent entity. By embracing the name Iraq, the country paid homage to its historical roots and rich heritage as the cradle of ancient civilizations, while embracing a new era in its modern history. Fact number 2. The oldest civilization. The cradle of civilization emerged in present-day Iraq, where the world's oldest known civilization flourished. Around 12,000 years ago, the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers saw the birth of agriculture, which laid the foundation for settled societies. Mesopotamia, as it became known, fostered the development of advanced concepts like writing, law, architecture, and governance. The Sumerians built the first cities and introduced cuneiform writing, enabling the recording of knowledge and trade. These innovations led to the rise of influential civilizations, including the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, shaping the course of human history. From the construction of towering ziggurats to the establishment of Hammurabi's code, Iraq's ancient civilizations left an enduring legacy that continues to influence modern societies. Fact number 3. Religion and language. Iraq stands as a prominent Muslim nation, with Islam deeply ingrained in its cultural and societal fabric. The majority of Iraqis adhere to the Islamic faith, shaping daily life, traditions, and values. Arabic, as the official language, serves as a unifying force among the diverse population. In addition to Arabic, Kurdish is also recognized as an official language, reflecting the cultural richness of the Kurdish population in the northern regions. Furthermore, Iraq is a mosaic of religious diversity, with various religious communities coexisting harmoniously. Beyond Islam, there are Christians, Yazidis, Sabian Mandaean, and other religious groups contributing to the nation's tapestry. This religious diversity underscores Iraq's history as a crossroads of civilizations, fostering a vibrant and intricate societal tapestry that spans beliefs, languages, and traditions. Fact number 4. Iraq's oil. Iraq holds 143 billion barrels of proven oil reserves as of 2016, ranking 5th in the world and accounting for about 8.7% of the world's total oil reserves of 1.65 trillion barrels. In other words, Iraq would be able to sustain herself for 457 years from its own oil. Iraq possesses abundant and significant oil reserves that have played a pivotal role in its economy and global energy markets. With some of the world's largest proven oil reserves, primarily located in the southern Basra region and the northern Kirkuk fields, Iraq has been a major oil producer for decades. The country's oil wealth has been both a boon and a challenge, as it has driven economic growth while also raising issues of management, corruption, and environmental concerns. International interest in Iraq's oil resources has shaped geopolitical dynamics, influencing foreign policies and investments. Efforts to modernize the oil sector and diversify the economy continue, with Iraq seeking to harness its vast oil reserves as a catalyst for sustainable development and a more stable future. Iraq ranks 9th in the world in terms of the value of natural resources. In a recent released statement by the Iraqi news agency described that the market value of the country's oil, gas, and other natural resources exceed $15 trillion. Iraq also happens to be the second largest crude oil producer in OPEC after Saudi Arabia. It holds the world's 5th largest proved crude oil reserves, at 145 billion barrels, representing 17% of proved reserves in the Middle East. Fact number 5. Inventions. Its people developed and devised many things that we take for granted today, from simple yet crucial components such as the wheel to the most important institutions such as schools. They invented irrigation systems to water crops, divided time into 60-second minutes and 60-minute hours, and created writing, one of the most important developments in human history. The origins of the first written letters find their roots in ancient Mesopotamia, present-day Iraq. Around 5,200 years ago, the Sumerians, residing in the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, developed the cuneiform script. This wedge-shaped writing system, initially used for record-keeping, evolved into a versatile means of communication, encompassing administrative documents, literature, and religious texts. With stylus on clay tablets, Sumerians shaped the world's earliest recorded symbols, paving the way for future alphabets. The advent of cuneiform marked a remarkable leap in human development, enabling the preservation and dissemination of knowledge across time and space, and leaving an enduring legacy that highlights Iraq's pivotal role in the history of writing and communication. Fact number 6. The Bible. In biblical history, Iraq is also known as Shinar, Sumer, Sumeria, Assyria, Elam, Babylonia, Chaldea, and was also part of the Medo-Persian Empire. Formerly also known as Mesopotamia, or land between two rivers, the modern name of Iraq is sometimes translated country with deep roots. Fact number 7. The largest cemetery. The Wadial-SalamCemetery isn't just the largest burial ground cemetery in the city of Najaf in Iraq, but the whole world. This vast graveyard covers an area of 9.17 square kilometers or 3.54 square miles, and is thought to contain more than 6 million bodies. It has been in continuous use since the 7th century. The cemetery is located near the shrine of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, the first Shia Imam, as well as the fourth Sunni Caliph. Thus many Shiites in Iraq request that they be buried in this cemetery. Fact number 8. Innovations in mathematics. The Babylonians, another ancient civilization in Mesopotamia, made significant contributions to mathematics. As previously said, they developed a base 60 numeral system, sexagesimal, that is still used today for measuring time, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour. During the Islamic Golden Age, roughly between the 8th and 13th centuries, mathematicians like Al-Khwarizmi, who lived in Baghdad, are often credited with laying the foundations of algebra as a distinct mathematical discipline. Al-Khwarizmi's work introduced systematic methods for solving linear and quadratic equations and laid out principles that would later form the basis of algebra. So, while algebraic concepts existed in various ancient civilizations, it was during the Islamic Golden Age that algebra began to take shape as a coherent and organized mathematical field. Fact number 9. Jewish heritage. Iraq has a rich Jewish history dating back thousands of years. At one point, Baghdad was home to a thriving Jewish community, but due to political changes and tensions, the majority of Iraqi Jews had to leave the country in the mid-20th century. Today, there are only a few elderly Jews who remain in Iraq, and the once thriving Jewish community that existed for centuries has largely disappeared from the country. Many Iraqi Jews and their descendants are now part of the Jewish diaspora, particularly in Israel and other countries where they have resettled. Fact number 10. The Arba'een Pilgrimage. And probably one of the most interesting fact is the Arba'een Pilgrimage. It has been observed since the 7th century after the Battle of Karbala. This ritual began after the martyrdom of Hussein ibn Ali, the third Shia Imam. Annually, some estimate between 17 to 20 million people makes their journey on foot towards the holy city of Karbala. For nearly 30 years under Saddam's regime, it was forbidden to mark Arba'een publicly in Iraq. Following the 2003 invasion of Iraq, the observance in April 2003 was broadcast worldwide. Arba'een is consistently among the largest peaceful gatherings in history. Every year, huge crowds of pilgrims travel to the city of Karbala in pilgrimage to the Imam Hussein Holy Shrine in Karbala on Arba'een Day. We hope you enjoyed those facts and learned something new about Iraq. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment below letting us know your thoughts about the facts, which one you found interesting.